Hello and welcome to Biter Battles. This is going to be match number 11 today between Baguettes and SteelAxe Prime. Thank you very much for being here. If you like this sort of thing, hit the like button and hit that subscribe. If you have a question or a comment, leave it in the comment section below. All the links, details will be in the description below. You can also come by live and catch these recorded live on twitch.tv/Clowntown when they're occurring. You can come to Twitch, hit me with a follow. And my Twitter links, all the support links are also down in the description below. Let's take a look at the board. Today's match is between the Baguettes and SteelAxe Prime. This is everLord, Dr. Maku, and Neuro666, might be DanGio, in for the Baguettes, versus SteelAxe Prime. This is Antielitz, PETA, and Macross42. So this is going to get started here in about the next 15 minutes or so. So thank you very much for being here, and let's get to the match.
It's still not a single stone roll.
All right, Anti's in.
Oh, the Iron Patch doubled in size. They got more guns.
Oh, look, and well, so okay. So back when, in the previous version, when biters came at you from all sides, this would be an advantage because that water would be a defense point. Now that the biters are just north-south in an hourglass shape, that water is now a nuisance on the side water, right? Yeah, stone all around the rocket. Several turrets, I count 8 of them visible.
Yeah.
Good size coal patch, good size rocket, good size iron. I think this is a well-balanced map, and just enough trees, not too many. Maybe a forest.
Depends. There might be a forest just to their north.
Yeah.
And coal and copper's going to be mixed, so somebody's going to have to deal with that crap.
Here we go. Macross says ready. Maku says ready. Other map was way more interesting, I agree. We re-rolled because, just bring everybody up to speed. Hey, Stinson. Re-rolled because the server was having issues and they needed to restart it. And it just generates a new seed every time. Which I kind of like this, is you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. The comfy guys are not doing the map ready and pre-gen and all that business. They're just saying, we're going to roll it, and you're going to get what you get, and that's it. That's it. Both teams deal with the same thing.
Yeah, I'm still a fan of roll 3, and then people veto different ones.
All right, SteelAxe is ready. Maku and the Frenchies are ready.
Okay, so what normally happens is the French team takes off and they do things, and Anti goes and gets fish.
Yep. All right, ready to start match time.
Come on, once it start.
I wonder how many SteelAxe members think that guys like you and I, kind of talky, loudmouth, jokey types, think we're actually funny, or we're more nuisances. I think about that all the time.
I don't know.
I just think about that comment I just put in there. I just put in the chat. I just hope both teams have fun. I wonder if they roll their eyes or they actually go, haha. All right.
So somebody got all the ammo. South is off to a slow start. Macross is off exploring. everLord's for wood.
They're giving each other the stone to start.
Yeah.
There we go.
We've done a general share around the north. Everybody gets a bit of wood in the south. We've got our first burner miner up. Clowntown, have you pressed Alt yet?
I just did without you reminding me.
Okay, so we've got a bit more copper just outside. Oh. Okay, so butters are going to get funneled in hard.
Yes. They're not going to... Those trees are not going to be...
So it's a mixed patch.
Yep.
What's Andy doing? Andy's just getting... Okay, so Andy's going to go for a hard burner city.
Uh-huh.
They've already got stone up and running.
Mm.
They're dumping down a burner miner drill, feeding it up, pressing F while standing in front of it, and
look
also
what
mining stone.
And look what PETA just did. PETA just sent a fish to spy on the north team and just explored all their map for them. So
Yeah,
south
pretty
has the
much.
same view that north is. It's active, whatever is
We've
active
got
view.
oil.
There's your oil.
got
So
oil.
get up to those engines, get the flame turrets, and your oil is right there. Real good.
So at this point, I think Auntie's wrong. Yep, Auntie's definitely wrong. I think they should build a base here and possibly here. And just wall that straight off hard.
Can they get by? They can get by that water.
They can. Like, water, going around water is always a pain.
Right.
But they can get past it. And realistically, if you have a player covering Burner City, miners, everything else, center mass, and then you have another player out here building, the two players shouldn't need to go from left to right too often. Or their second option is build here,
Right.
like right across the top, and have all that territory. But that's a bigger wall.
That oil looks like... I don't think the oil's not close enough to the water. I don't think that was cut off. I'm just looking at that right there.
No.
It looks like it was a full oil. But that either means they need to bring it back through here, south, or they gotta go way far north and cut it across north, right?
No, it'd be logical to bring it to the south, even if there's more pipes. Bring it to the south so it's safe, and then bring it up to the north.
Yeah, tank it south. Yeah, tank it south. That's a more conservative play.
So,
Well, there you go. So I would say that we don't see it in Fog of War on the south, or we don't see it when we revealed map, but south knows everything that north knows now.
Possibly. Actually, don't we have this one?
Because they threw the fish. So there you go.
It doesn't tell you how many fish were thrown.
Well, at least one, and
At least one.
And it was for
Possibly
30, remember it's 30
more.
seconds, right?
Per fish. But if you throw 8 of them,
Oh yeah, you can just throw a five spot at the same time.
Stinson.
Yeah.
I'm not talking shit. Okay, if it helps at all, Stinson. The Frenchies got plenty of rocks. Okay, they got plenty of rocks. They were up here grabbing rocks all over the place. You're not watching the stream. Right, so Anti's got Burner City up and running. He's got a fair bit of iron going already, but he's still mining most of his stone. He does have copper up really early, so they're going to get up early power. In the north, they're a little bit very much behind.
A little very much. Well, they did the exploring. So while they were out running around, they did the exploring for themselves and for SteelAxe.
Yeah, they did bring back stone and rocks. So I imagine they would have had more up and running by now, but I'm guessing they weren't that lucky. I saw them get at least a couple, but no, obviously not that much.
Layman, thanks for
South
following.
going direct for Logi. Nah. Chat's asking, when's the Clowntown versus JD match happening?
A pickup match may happen today, but it won't just be me and JD. They may do a pickup match here in a minute.
I think that's Clowntown bowing out for another week.
Stinson, you could stick it. Bro.
They must be doing power.
Clown is a chicken. Huff some, you too. Your attitude is being noted. Okay? Where's my pen?
There has to be a JD versus Clowntown solo insane. No. Let's notch it down to hard at least. He builds too quickly. There we go. First science in the south. Logistics science pack, military, steel processing, military 2, stone walls.
One steam engine
and
for
automation.
power. Yep, they're going to get the
So,
automation.
Automation, logistics, science pack, military.
Agree, and they're probably going to do it all with Burner City.
Possibly.
I bet you they're not gonna. They're not gonna.
They're
make
not rich on iron, not without tapping that mixed patch and possibly going out even further to that one.
Yeah.
And
agree.
What's that? 1.1 million iron.
So they only have this one patch of iron, which you can probably stretch to 30. And look at what they did, which was smart. They chopped the trees so look right here in the south. They chopped the trees so that the biters will find a more empty path out here in between the gun and the forest, so they wander out there into the gun range. Pretty smart.
And North is doing something special. Burn a miner into a box, into a furnace. Like, technically, no, a burner miner is a little bit too slow to run a stone furnace.
What,
Oh, it's way more density. Ah, okay. So North is going for high density on the burner miners, which probably means they're going to stay in Burner City.
That's right.
They're
Yeah.
Hand feed the ore out into the furnaces.
Right, and then hand feed them. Yeah. See, look, he's doing it right now. There you go. That's a little more manual than. It's a little more manual than you'd like, but it's technically you're going to get a little
very
bit
smart.
You're going to get a little bit more iron yield out of it, right? Because the miner outpaces the burner a little bit, right?
The furnace is slightly faster than what a burner miner can keep up with.
Right.
But more importantly, normally you have a burner miner which is covering 4 tiles, and then a furnace which is covering 4 tiles.
Right.
Now they have a burner miner covering 4 tiles. They have 2 tiles wasted.
Yes.
And then another burner miner. So they've basically increased their total density by 50%.
Right. For the cost of manually running up and down and moving and the extra trip over to the burners or over to the furnaces, right? Okay. All right, I guess I'm down with that. They could probably get a little bit more.
Steel, military.
It's not a bad idea.
Strong explosives. Okay, so North is going for military with stronger explosives thrown in at the end.
So check out, they're doing the rain special here. This is something that Rain is very fond of. Is right out of the furnaces into the gears into.
Yep. Too bad about that power pole and that assembler. It's not important.
Well, that one won't go anywhere anyway because there's no lab to go put it into. So
it doesn't matter. It could have pre-crafted 2 in the machine.
2 of them, right?
And be ready to go. You could have thrown those 2.
They could have thrown those 2.
Yeah.
Peter's here to fix it.
North is catching up.
Yeah.
They're passing very quickly.
Look at the ratio of coal to iron. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. So 14, 28. And they've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18 and 14. We've got about a 2 iron to 1 coal, 1-to-1 on copper, so 4-to-1. 4 material producers to 1 coal miner.
That's just enough.
That's probably just enough. 4-to-1.
No, we did the maths for our Biter Battles matches. And 4-to-1, 3-to-1, somewhere in that vicinity is enough coal.
Yep.
4-to-1's really tight.
Groovy.
3-to-1's okay. So everLord is doing, I don't know. Automating gears.
24, call that 35. Call it 40 and Yeah, we'll say 15 here. So it's 3-1 for the North.
Yeah, 3-1's a much safer ratio.
Zomboni, thank you for the follow.
North actually has spare coal. That's not normal. So, Yuthorn, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome back, mate. Or welcome.
There, I'll bump the title. Sorry, guys. I thought we were gonna have a little more time to jump into a different map before. So let me update the title. Uthram, thank you for supporting my buddy JD. Good job.
So, Anti's going with a real smelter. A real smelter.
Oh, he's putting a line
really
out there. Sweet Bezos money.
everLord is resorting to the pickaxe to deal with the biters, because obviously they haven't got ammo automated. Nope, they've just started. There's 19 assemblers ready to go.
Housewares.
And Sora Musaski, thank you very much for hitting that button 6 months in a row. Twitch Prime. Appreciate it, man. Sweet Bezos money.
Groovy.
And Vindolanda.
Coal. The coal in a box is going up. Okay. And yet they have things without coal. Okay, Clowntown.
Sir.
North side has a box of coal. They're still in Burner City land.
Yeah.
Would you have a box of coal, or would you just start dumping half a stack into into furnace after burner miner after whatever, just so it's in something that could possibly use it?
And yes, and there's lots of little red blinkies.
Yeah, because they've just started running out.
Yep, there's lots of red blinkies. So yeah.
I've never, ever had spare coal. It's like, I don't. If I've got spare coal, it's going straight into. There we go, half stack.
Half stack. Here you
No,
go.
that's pulling out iron.
So there you go.
That's
automated. Oh, this is an interesting deal. This arrangement gives you 2 red furnaces or 2 red science for each lab. I'm looking at South's arrangement. This is a new one. I may have to do this in one of my in my speed runs, because I do a 1-to-1, and a lot of times the labs sit idle. But if you do a 2-to-1 and you kind of share them, it's not a bad idea.
The catch is like the center lab. Well, in your early tech, so your early tech's quite fast. It's all 5-second tech. After you get through a lot of the early tech, it goes up to 10, 15, 30 seconds. 30 seconds is pretty normal.
Right, and then you start lagging behind. Yeah. There you go. And Pete is taking care of copper. They're doing a good job of staying up with Burner City for their copper. Macross is on the biters. He's got a lot of them. He needs a fish. Does he have a fish? Watching his health.
I don't know. They gave away a lot of their fishes early game, but he's still got hit points left. He's fine.
Yeah, he's good.
That's got
ammo.
That gun hidden in the trees has 51 rounds in it.
Yep, they're low on ammo. Macross needs to craft some ammo. They don't have an ammo maker yet. Anti's having issues. You know, he's throwing stuff right now.
But we don't get to pause. No, we don't get to pause. Hang on. We did get to pause last time around.
We did. P. Sullivan 151. Thanks for hitting that Twitch Prime for my buddy JD. Appreciate your support.
Was it comfy? Was it comfy? Baguettes? I can't remember. One of the matches last week, the first match we had, there was no pause for the first player that dropped. The second player that dropped in the second match.
Then we started pausing.
Yep.
I guess because no one asked for it.
But so?
I don't know. Look at your chat. Your chat is so brutal.
Yeah, they are.
Your internet is suffering. So to be fair, there is a
hang
timer.
on.
Timer.
I'm in Australia. I'm the furthest away from the server.
I know.
I'm connecting fine.
I get it. I get it, man. I get it. And you're fine. I get it.
I'm going through all the European internet to get there.
I know. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna give it a few seconds, and then we'll resume.
Should be 2% evolution added to South team. You know, pause penalty.
UK internet's fine. And now we'll resume.
Boohoo, poor internet. Wow.
See. What we should do is
unlucky. See, North was smart. They have a backup player standing on Spectator Island.
Yeah, agree. Maybe
they have a backup player.
Maybe that's what Phoenix is. Phoenix is not. I don't think Phoenix is a streamer. He's probably on backup island.
He could be a backup player, and that was what happened last tournament.
Yeah, I agree. Here's what we should do. We should just set the rules up, and maybe the rules are set somewhere. Say in the case of a link dead player, we wait 5 minutes, and then if they can't get it back, we move on, or a team provides their own sub.
I think 5 minutes is too much. I think like sub them in, sub them out. If your internet goes down, bad luck. Sub player jumps in.
South has big power issues. They ran out of coal. Pete is in it.
Well, at least they remember that damn pipe this time.
They didn't. Yeah, the joiny pipe. Yeah.
The special pipe that gets forgotten every single time.
Every single time. That makes a 4-set run like 3. They're definitely going to forget it in the north.
Takabe, yeah, all the players are European. Hey, Hoofney! Thank you for the raid. Welcome. We're doing Butter Battles. Lovely clown town here with me. We're doing Anti-Elite in the south, Anti-Macros and Peter versus everLord, Maku, and DanGio. And so far, it's fairly even. North is definitely doing something different we don't see often. They're going for maximum burner density.
And they've got a line of 8 reds feeding 5 labs. That's a specific ratio. They're going for their 6th lab. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and South is converted over to lines already, and I don't get the placement. That's 2, 4, 6, 8 tiles.
We should look for the rule, the link dead rule, the pause rule. Under what conditions we pause, and just set that. I'm not in favor either way. I'm in favor of having a clear set of guidelines. That's it. That's what I'm in favor.
So that's stone. That's stone for walls. Okay, so Andy's doing walls early on.
Yep.
Really early on.
Yeah, so that means they're skipping right through red-green. They're going to military build. That's what that tells me.
Or just putting down walls to defend themselves. But yeah, probably a military build, knowing Anti. North is still playing around with red science and green science from the looks of it.
They're not researching. They just completed walls, and they have nothing in the queue.
They got a buffer box. That's fine. They can just start throwing it. Actually, they could. There's what?
They don't have a buffer. 40? There it is. There's Macross. Now he's got it running. So walls are done, and now they're starting to build walls.
I don't know. South looks like they just have the same normal, we're going to rush military plan. It doesn't look anything more special than that.
Mm-hmm.
North looks like, well, they're getting the materials up and running to start making green science. It's all hand-fed currently, but that's fine. Their burner keeps expanding massively.
Yep. They're going to get a
They've
half.
almost
They really only
covered.
have a half line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fill the rest up with miners. Just they've got 15 miners, which is a half line. So they built just enough miners on this iron right here to do a half line of iron. 15. Right, it's half built. Both teams doing good with biters so far. They haven't really had any mishaps.
They haven't had any mishaps. They have like definitely had some. Some of the guns have a little bit of a, or the walls around them have a little bit of a flesh wound. But no, they're doing fairly well.
Yeah.
South needs to move. They need to move their guns over closer to the trees. The biters are pathing through the trees. Move them closer, they'd be fine.
Yeah, it looks like everLord's going to move them up a little bit. Put some wall around it. Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
If they could trap, this is not a bad. They're getting a lot of biters right there in between those two guns. So if they can have the range to where, yeah, see, there's the green area. It's hard to see in the dark, but trap the biters between two sets of guns will be good. South has already thrown a fish or two. Red science or two. Look at that damn Discord overlay. Hard for me to see. Yeah, they're fairly.
No.
We'll call that even. We'll just call that even.
No, nobody's thrown any science.
That we can see. Let's look at the log.
Even in the log, nobody's thrown anything.
Log, yeah, no throws. So this passive feed just kind of slowly
That's
ticks
copper
up.
into steel, into grenades, which... Yeah, so Anti's just going military build. Nothing special.
Yep.
Another military build. Still with hand-fed coal. Hand-fed coal for half it. Somebody was bringing coal belts all the way around the outside. Okay.
Here comes copper.
North is going red-green science. Big red-green science. Fed from burner miner drills. Hand-fed iron. Like, who's that? Can't see. Magoo has over 1,000 iron ore in his inventory.
Guys, handcraft. I want the handcraft.
That's insane. But yeah, it works. It works so far. They're banking coal in the north, which means grenades. Yep, there we go. There's the grenades I was expecting.
Okay, so they are very close to automating power, and power has just gone out. Pete is on the case.
That's probably not enough coal.
And he is ignoring
the biters, everything.
Everything. Good news is they're going to have grenades ready to go.
We're doing steel and copper input, output on the same belt in the south, which is just going to have a belt of all sorts of crap on it.
Yep.
Which...
The steel won't make it down the line because...
No, in theory, I'm willing to bet it's going to be ratioed, so the steel and the copper should all get used.
Right. So, yeah, watch. You guys will see it.
One hell of a spaghetti belt.
Yep. Oh, look here, and they're just going to... He's just going to
box up whatever's left over.
Box everything else up. Yeah, that's great. So look, so wall is on this belt. It's always buffered. Copper and steel is on this belt, as well as
yellow ammo.
Yellow ammo is on this belt, but I don't see where the
everything is on that belt.
Oh, yeah, yellow ammo's
is a true
there.
Spaghetti belt.
4 of those, they put it right back on the belt, and they just grab it. This is great. And look at the military, and then everything else just gets boxed up. And they can just run by there and grab it, and if they want to, they can go throw it back in, or they can just use it. That's great.
So, Mick, thank you for the follow. Everything is fine. They took a lesson from the JD playbook. Yeah. North is going for a green rush. That is my best guess. Yeah, they've just swapped over all the assemblers. They're going for absolute green. Nothing but green. We're not going to bother with red science at all. They're just going to mass green, which is what they can do with their current tech. Because I don't think they did walls. No, they didn't do walls. South, on the other hand, hopefully no, the biters are not going to come into the back. Anti is just doing, military. Nothing but military. Which means we're going to start seeing an evolution shift any second now. That is a massive amount of iron in North. They've just duplicated the whole build. It's all going to be hand-fed, so it's all very manually intensive. But it should work. Science is thrown, was it?
Yeah, spy. It was a fish.
Fish. How far are they in? Clowntown's match time marker says 26 minutes.
26 minutes. Yep, there they go. And they're putting everything on the same belt and just boxing everything. So if it gets to one side... Look, what? Look what they've done. Look what the French guys have done. They've converted...
Changed over all the green science.
Yeah, they converted over to green science, but they've left one.
They've left one. I don't know why.
Because you still need some red.
Oh, it's hand-fed.
Yeah, look, it's one hand-fed. 90. It's got 90 copper and 90 gears in it just to keep going, throwing red so that their science tree keeps going. They're going to have plenty, absolutely plenty of green.
160 in boxes for red science already.
Right. But they just keep it feeding. The rest of it is all going to be throw science, right? That's pretty smart. And look at the giant farm of off-resource furnaces. That's pretty good, man. I'd like to see a iron production.
Look at the Evo. I am looking at the Evo. There's still no throws. There we go, 16.
Yeah, there was no throws until then. You can see it in the.
There was a silent throw by Anti, 16. 16 military, and he's thrown another 100, which has pushed 10% difference. Ouch.
Right, there we go. Boom.
Ouch.
19.7. So mediums are on their way. It's got to be a crusher when you.
Also means that they're minutes away from getting spitters. Like another throw with, I don't know, what was that? 100 did 10%, didn't it?
Yeah, so another 150 or so, and you're into spitters.
7%. Right? So yeah, 30, 40 science packs. Probably what Peter just picked up. 21. What is it? 21 or 25? 25%.
And look at this. They blueprinted that same thing in the south, and they're going to just double it up.
Yeah. That's Anti's answer to everything. Just more military. More military, more military.
They're not going to be able to have... They're not going to be able to get enough stone on that line, I don't think. They've only got one mine stopped.
But they do know that there's more stone out there. Technically, iron's closer.
Well, it's going to have to come from that mixed belt, I bet. Or that mixed...
Well, there is a plain stone patch.
Where? There's not.
There. So what? North needs a little pause of 2 seconds due to some ticks on Maku's player. Okay, some ticks. 37 bit lag.
Oh, way out there.
My latency's gone up.
Yeah, maybe that stone way out there. Almost.
Well, they don't really have another option. Like they can do the mix patch. The mix patch is probably a better idea.
Yeah.
Because then you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and I would do the mix patch. Bring all three lines kind of in here and.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Mix them in.
Peter in the south is gonna die. No.
Where's Peter? Oh, he's up farming.
He's up farming threat already. everLord is expanding the green science build.
What's Peter doing? All right, medium biters. Oh, he's grenading. There you go.
Well, their threat's low enough that they can still farm quite effectively. I take that back. They can no longer farm quite effectively. It just got a little bit harder.
404 throw from north to south. They're not. Green Science is pretty good.
Have no red packs.
104. There we go. 26% up for medium for small spitters now. There you go.
Yeah, South is winning so far. They've definitely got more evolution per second.
Yep, I would agree.
North has guns without ammo. Again, the best type. And they're adding more smelters.
Yep, they're adding more to that off-site hand-fed iron. More green coming on the line too.
The problem is because it's all hand-fed. Like they've got coal shortages in the south. They have so much copper sitting in boxes. There's 1,000. There's 2,000. It's not getting from A to B fast enough because they have 3 players. Dan is up threat farming, shooting a medium biter with an SMG. But yeah, because they've got 1 player out threat farming, they're a little bit short on manpower.
Oh, he's slow. Grenade. Boom. DanGio needs a fish. There, he's got a fish.
There's a pond to his south. North is doing a better job of farming. Yeah, it looks that way.
So here's
ran
my
in, shot something, aggroed them, run back, nades.
My big question, as usual, is where are they gonna get this? Where are they gonna get the stone to support that second military line? Everything else is good. They can do it. They've got they can pull up some of their iron and feed that in.
They have spare bricks.
Boomstick.
And they've got more than enough copper. They've got enough coal to do everything they want. They could pull up some of it, but they could do it. Thank you very much, S-Dog, for that host. Appreciate it, mate. Good to see you.
Dan is doing way better. No. South gave up on threat farming.
Here comes South. Big.
Yeah, they need
deal,
a player
but there's either a player. They got to move those guns up. Look here, they're gonna get through the wall.
Peter was there and then has run away. A little bit was for resupply, but what he needs to resupply with ammo, obviously.
Grenade.
No, grenades are made right beside him. Just run that belt. Run that military belt. Pick up your grenades. Pick up your AP ammo. It's AP. You probably shouldn't use AP, but who cares? Pick up wall. There's copper plate getting through that build. Yeah, he just pick up the chests.
Yep, picked up those chests and then fed whatever military was there. There you go, 30%. It's a really good way to get to 30% real quick. Thank you very much for follows. Appreciate it, man.
North is doing a better job of threat farming because he listened to you. He listened to you, Stinson. Is that what it comes down to?
Yep. See, he's got a little wristband that says WWSD. What would Stinson do? He was doing something. He wasn't very effective. He looked at his wristband and he's oh yeah, of course. And then he corrects his behavior and then.
South is not building the wall through the trees. They need to sort of expand their wall and defenses that way.
DanGio died with 16 fish on his body. Not much else.
Good job. Yeah, no, Stitz is right. If you shoot a spawner, it instantly activates everything around it to come out and say hello. But yeah, dying is probably not on the plan. And he did a great job of that.
The mix of medium is just about to get pretty rough for North, and at 31%, they're going to have a heavy mix of spitters, and against a turret with 0 ammo and 1 ammo right here. Against a turret, those medium spitters, and 3 ammo in the one behind it. That's going to be rough. Those guns are going to go down pretty quick.
They did have ammo. They don't have enough ammo built. Yeah, Macross is doing exactly as I said, going and tapping that stone patch. Anti's not a fan of mixed ores.
He
He never has been.
Yeah, he didn't like doing it. Nephrons will do it, no problem.
Oh yeah. Lots of nades and a tank is what Stinson would do.
But I mean, at this point, we still need to answer that question of how do you how do you do the stone?
How do you do stone? Macross is doing it.
Where? Macross
Down
where?
there, Clint. You're behind the times.
Oh, he's gonna run it from. Oh, okay. He's gonna run it way out there. All right, man. I guess, yeah.
Stinson would not do lots of nades and a tank in biter battles because tanks require red circuits, which is fairly hard to get to and fairly high up the tech tree. There are much better options than tanks.
Tanks are a long road, for sure.
Dan has his body back. No, considering how many hit points he doesn't have, probably does not have his body back yet. He does have a gun, so maybe he either picked up a fresh gun on the way out, or has already recovered his body.
Macross is a roundabout belt trek that I'm watching him do.
Wow! What a minute.
He's out of undergrounds. Something. He's got to craft an underground. There he goes. He's got it.
So evolution is pretty even so far. Both teams definitely have spitters to deal with now, and South looks like he's going to lose. They're going to lose. No, okay, they're not going to lose a gun just yet. North is still hand feeding so much. I know they've started setting up boxes. Okay, so they've started setting up boxes so they can hand feed boxes, which is going to save them a little bit of manual effort.
So they've pulled that stone all the way into their base. So
yep.
Well done. And it's pretty smart. What they probably want to do is load up some more miners and pick up the change right here and load that onto the belt. But then otherwise, kind of blend it in with this one. Have two lines of maybe have a two-line balanced.
Their first stone smelter did have spare stone in it. It has stone sitting on the belt. A brick sitting on the belt. So right. I don't think they need more stone for it just yet. And if they do, they could probably squeeze in another couple of miners on the patch.
Well, it's not the existing stone's not making it all the way. Well, it's barely making it all the way down. So what they've got mined now is just enough. Now it's the issue is combining that with what they've just brought in. So here we go. Probably what I would do is do the little balancer trick and have a 2-2 balancer going into there. Also, go ahead and mine up the rest of this stone here. Seems a waste.
Oh, everLord. You shoot the biters and they go away. There we go. Add ammo to guns, biters go away.
All right, Macross has done it.
Biters eat you and then they go away. Yeah, just tapped it straight in. The current patch, they can fit another, 5, 6 across the north side of it. Another 3 stone miners or electric drills on the south side, right beside the silo. So yeah, there's room on their existing stone patch for another couple of miners to boost production, but they don't need it. They have bricks sitting on the belt.
Did that spitter just shoot the tree?
Probably.
Looked like it
Trees
did.
are the real enemy. Don't you know this, Clancy?
It looks like he shot the tree, and the tree is melting. The tree went from green to empty health. I think they tried to melt the tree.
Green Science is keeping.
Festivity VM asks about the productions and the consumption. I would love to be able to hit the P button and go to that production consumption menu, but you can't. It's not a feature of this yet. That would be ideal.
Is it? Can we? Game says no.
Game says no, you can't. That'd be great.
No.
Green Science plan is actually keeping up. I agree. There's lots of Green Science going on, and they are 36 to 34. But the amount of stone production that South has to North is basically a bunch to non-existent. So look at their stone patch. It's not mined. They are going to run out of wall real quick here. And that's my prediction is that's going to be the difference.
They're not really using the wall.
They're going to have to very soon because watch this. They've got medium biters and spitters coming in, turret down. They don't have a big grenade. They don't have a big grenade production. They've got 3 machines to South's.
See, this is what Biter Battles comes back to. Its military is worth far too many points, and it gives you all the defenses you need to keep biters at bay.
Yeah, it's a smart play. So they got some grenades, but they don't have. See, look, he's down. A dead player. So now Maku's down
with 1.9k coal in his inventory. That's
nice. 22 grenades is the bigger deal right there.
And the fish. Maku with lag, yeah.
So here's the deal with the wall. The wall shores up the biters nicely, so you can grenade them way easier, use fewer grenades, keep yourself out of harm's way, etc.
They're not even cooking the stone. The stone is still stone. It's not even being converted into brick.
Right. That's what I'm saying is on North, they're not doing that. On South, they are turning every stitch of stone into wall or offense. And that's going to be the difference.
Well, they're turning every bit of stone into brick, into walls, because they need it for the science packs. And that's, again, what it comes back down to. It's just, military is the smart build. 1, because it's low on iron. 2, it uses stone, which is basically a useless resource apart from the fact that it goes into military build and into walls. You get grenades, which you need to stop the biters attacking. You also get some bonus red ammo that you could put in the guns to keep the biters at bay. And red ammo against medium biters is perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine. Right.
And yet we have North doing a green science build, which is keeping up. It is keeping everything very, very level between the two teams.
But to your point, the defensive accessories you get with a military build is putting North in a big advantage. Now when biters attack on North, the big advantage is on South because they have all the extra military stuff, right?
Yep.
North is having a harder time when they get biters in here. They've already seen a couple deaths. One could argue that Anti and PETA, who have been on the front lines, have had no risk. Of course, I say that until right now.
No, their walls are falling often.
Right.
South is having
they're gonna hit the boxes and stuff. Not careful.
Well, no, they haven't killed any boxes yet, but yeah, they're lots of grenades.
Lots of grenades.
Did South? No, South is researching stronger explosives now.
Here we go.
North already has stronger explosives, don't they? Yeah. So North's already gone for all the grenade damage.
Anti's still got a pistol. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pops.
Half the time I'm surprised if Anti has any sort of guns.
Yeah.
He tends to go out with a pickaxe.
He just goes up with pickaxe and grenades. Pop, 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 pop. Maybe there is an answer to the military tech rush, to your point.
South needs some guns. They have built and replaced guns, but they keep dying.
Now there's 72.
They had a decoy radar.
Now there's 72. So look at the ratio of military to green. That's down the chat. So military used to be 96 to 10 ratio. From just take a basis of red being 10. 96 was military, and this season it got put down to 78. They knocked it out by about 20%, and it's still pretty. And I mean, we see the results is still pretty strong. Blue also got a little bit of a nerf. I think it was 260 last time.
Yes, blue got a nerf. Production and yellow, I think, got a boost.
Got a bump, yep. And space got a bump too. And military science, to the third thing it does for military science, if you want to go hand grab a couple of those and throw them in your science bins, you can pick out some of the good buffs that you want, like stronger explosives or
Well, first explosive is red-green, and then it's red-green military. Yes.
Right. So
So
you
South
could
has the advantage. They could get better explosive damage and use hopefully less grenades. What a lot of people don't realize is you're not going to have a difference in grenade numbers. The damage increase is so negligible. You have to get, what, 3 lots of grenade damage upgrades to be able to take out a tree in one shot?
Yes. So yeah, you need 3 bumps of your stronger explosives to take out a tree, because in my single player games, that's what I kind of shoot for to go clear a forest with grenades. And
trees have 50 health.
Right.
They're not exactly strong.
That's true.
So
they're not exactly
damage
the best.
upgrade 1 to 2 to 3 is not worth
it's
it.
a far reach. Yeah, you're right. It's a bit of a reach.
I can't get the hit points of medium biter, but
I don't know.
It's way over 50.
Right. I don't know that you're going to get down to 2 you're gonna feasibly get to 2 grenades per medium. Is really that's the difference, right? Because out of the gate, 3 grenades for a medium, right? And in order for that to make a big
medium
difference,
biter is, hang on. Stinson says a medium biter is 2 grenades. It's 3.
It's definitely 3. It's definitely 3. WWSD. Stinson would make that. Yeah. So my point is, it's probably not feasible to get your grenades up high enough to get medium biters from 3 grenades down to 2. It'd be tough. Medium spitters for 40 at 40% for the north. So, and they have no wall and
right behind.
Yeah. But here's the thing: is those defensive upgrades are not there for South. They got 3 boxes of grenades running. And
so Stinson says the upgrade puts it down to 2. How many upgrades? That's the question.
Right. That's our thing. Is you can get it down to 2, but how far down that upgrade tree do you have to go?
And everLord is just increasing the green.
In this tournament, we've not gone to purple.
That's what I thought.
We've not gone to purple.
Medium biter max health 75. Are you sure the biter can't regenerate enough health between grenade tosses? It only regenerates like 1 or 2. 1 hit point, maybe 2. It's a spitter with 10 health. Jackham says, "One upgrade is what you need." Well, Dan's out here. Let's find a medium biter. Medium biter has 75 hit points.
Got a spitter hitting on the wall.
Dan has 1 grenade, 2 grenade, 3 grenade for this lot.
340 goes south and 180 goes north. They're going to start to pull away, especially when they get to 50%. You very easily can get to 50%, and then we got issues. We got medium spitters and.
But no team's gone for fire. Okay, so Dan is out threat farming again. Yeah, okay, chat's right. 2 grenades after, 1 upgrade to grenade damage has brought big biters down to 2 grenades.
No. Big biters.
Yep. No, medium biters rather. Medium biters. Medium biters are 2 grenades.
So they have not run to
1, 2, dead.
Military. They have not run to flamers. They got a long North has a long way to go to get flamers. They've got
North needs a military build, then they need to do the research. South, they need to do the research, and they haven't bothered.
Haven't bothered. We need to. Let's see where it is.
I don't know why you wouldn't bother at least. Like flamers.
So look, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 techs to go through. South has 9 techs to go through.
It's what? Hang on. These ones.
At least
130, 230, 330, 430. 430 red, green with a bit of extra. Oh, well, South lost all their labs.
North,
that's fine.
Yeah, South lost all their labs.
And North lost a Dan again. Again.
This is rough. Let's look at south. Still don't have...
Race to 50%. Yeah.
It is a race to 50%.
This is going to be a race to 50%. The problem is that neither team can withstand 50%. Like, everLord's running for his life. With not even a gun. Oh, if he keeps going a little bit further, he'll find a gun.
Oh, look at all these medium. Look at the percentage of medium. It's probably 60% mediums now. With no guns to help. Only trees.
North is about to have them come in and eat everything.
That's right. I agree. They got one
McCoo's
turret.
running around the outside because he died as well. Dan's dead. everLord is
everLord's
not
dead.
dead.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Oh, and look, they got a path right through. They are near the rockets.
Oh,
man. But they're going to find a
This
belt.
could be it.
This is it. This is it right here. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be quick. Look how many biters are on it.
It's the
Boom.
It's the spitters. The spitters just take the health down so fast.
Oh, my goodness.
Done.
There you go.
Ooh, sub-hour.
1 hour. Timer stop.
Sub-hour. Purely because, just for the record, it was purely because North got in trouble. Anti's not that far behind. He has biters pathing around his wall and coming into his silo. Like, they're at the silo now.
Well, after the blow up, you can't really count the thing. Because, look, there's a gun right there to deal with them.
There is a gun right there. You know, it doesn't have 100 ammo.
And there's a
in there.
Macross.
Yeah. If North had saved that, it could have gone either way, and that's the way it's been the whole way through this match. It was very, very 50-50.
Well, look at their wall. They had north or south's wall. South
has a wall.
Has a wall, and
North
they were
nothing.
just about to close it up. Right? They were running over to the left side, etc.
You were talking about my chat being mean. North lost purely because Maku couldn't buy a pause. Need to be a streamer to get that, or just a special. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to read that line.
Yep. Just okay. The commentary on that is we need clear rules on pause, on when to pause and when not to.
Look, pauses have never been a thing. In all 3 tournaments up till now, the first one run by just us streamers, the second one run by Comfy, and the third one being this one, pauses have not been a thing.
Right.
Not unless like there's been multiple players dropping out. If there's been multiple players dropping out, then there's been a pause.
Yeah,
or the server physically slowed down.
Something like that.
That's happened as well.
But we just gotta nail down when do we pause and when do we not to. And if the rule is we never pause, then we should just put that down and say, look, no pause for any reason.
Yep. Don't care if human malware's out there, everybody's at home, there's no internet to go around, Netflix has been slowed down to standard definition, no pause.
Netflix. All right, well done. All right. Dad's got to take a quick break. Let me wrap the video. Thank you very much, JD. Well done.
Not a problem. Thank you for shoutcasting with me again. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Really
I'm not wrapping. I'm just going to wrap the video. 1 second. All right, YouTube. Good match. Good discussion. A little bit of controversy onto when to pause and when not to. Maybe that'll be lesson learned for the next tournament. Is we just need to clear rules on or clear guidelines on when to pause and when not to. And maybe the answer is never. Or maybe the answer is only in certain conditions like server-based. But definitely the live chat was full of that sort of, hey, what's going on here, and questions. And I think with some discussion, we can put down some clear guidelines that we can all understand. So thank you very much for being here. If you want to catch these live, Twitch.tv/ClownTown, shoot me a follow. And my Twitter link's down there. I'll use the post when we're about to go live. You can come say hi. Shoot me a follow on Twitch. Also, if you have a question or comment, leave it in the comments below. All the description, links, details, all of the participants, Twitch links, live streams, link to my partner, JD. He's in the description below. If you like this sort of thing, leave a comment and hit that like, subscribe, ring that bell so you know when I post a new video. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate this so much. I'm sinking more and more time into my YouTube channel. So if you do like this sort of thing, it's free. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.